Hi reception. Okay, today we are going to be making some banana bread. So this week we've been looking at instructions and writing our own instructions. So I'm going to use instructions today to make banana bread, and hopefully you guys might want to try and make it at home. So the first thing that we need to do is wash our hands, because it's really important that we get all the germs and the dirt off our hands. So me and Poppy, my little sister, we're going to go and wash our hands, and then we will come back and start. Okay, I've got all my ingredients ready and I've weighed them out using my weighing scales, and as you can see on there it tells us how much each of our ingredients weigh, so I know exactly how much to put in. So I've got some melted butter, some vanilla, some plain flour, some sugar, 1 egg, 3 very ripe bananas, and some baking powder. Okay, now we've washed our hands, we're ready to start. So the first thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven. So I'm going to put the oven on so it can get nice and warm. So by the time that we make our mixture, it's ready to go straight in the oven. While I'm doing that, Poppy is going, we've got 3 really ripe bananas. So they're a bit brown, which means they're really sweet, which what makes the banana bread really tasty. So we've got a bowl here with the bananas in, and I'm going to put this one in. We've got 3 bananas, and she's going to mash them up with a fork. So Poppy is just going to mash these bananas really hard with a fork so they get all mashed up and really soggy in there. And I have just put the oven on to get hot. This is the first step in our instruction. So we're going to mash them till they're nice and soft. Okay, while Poppy is still mashing up the bananas, I'm going to grease my tin. So I've got a tin here. You can use a banana loaf tin, but we don't have any of those. So we have got a nice heart-shaped tin, which I'm going to use. And I'm going to get some butter and a little bit of kitchen roll. And I'm going to put some butter on my kitchen roll. So it looks like this. And then I'm going to get my pan and I'm going to rub it all over the pan so it can grease it, and this is going to stop the banana bread sticking to the pan. So when it's cooked in the oven and we take it out, we can take it out and we can cut it to serve it, to give it to our friends and our families. Now Poppy has mashed up all of our bananas. So we've got 3 bananas that are all mashed up now, and I have greased my tin. So we are ready to move on to the next step in our instructions. Okay, so the next instruction, we've got a nice big bowl here. This is going to be our mixing bowl. We're going to put all our ingredients in there to mix them up. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to put our bananas in the bowl. So Poppy, do you want to put them in the bowl? Mm-hmm. I'll hold it up for you. That's it. All of our bananas in. Lovely, that's perfect. So now our bananas are in the bowl. We are going to add our other ingredients. So the first one is flour. Do you want to get the flour, Pops? Okay, so let's see if I can move us over here. Poppy is going to add the flour into the bowl. Well done. Put that down. And then we are going to, that's all right, don't worry. We're going to add the sugar in the bowl. You want to get the sugar, Pops? Pour the sugar in. Very good. And we're also going to add the butter. Now I've melted the butter in the microwave slightly just to make it a little bit easier. Go on then, put the butter in. And now we are going to mix that before we add the rest of the ingredients. So Poppy is just mixing all of those ingredients together, and we're going to put the rest of them in there in a minute. Okay, so now we are going to crack 1 egg into the bowl. Now Poppy wants me to do this because she's a bit worried that she's going to get some shells in there. So I'm going to tap the egg. Oh, let me hold it up. I'm going to tap the egg on the side of the bowl till it cracks, and we're going to put it into our mixture. We're also going to put a teaspoon of baking powder, and that's what helps our cake rise. So put that in there. And I'm going to put a little drop of vanilla in there. If you don't have it, doesn't matter, you don't need it. Oh, got to get it open. Got a little drop of that in there. Perfect. Okay, so Pops, do you want to mix that all up? So we're going to carry on mixing all of it up till all of our ingredients are all together. So Poppy's just mixing all of our ingredients now in there. So well done, Pops, get them all in. Starting to see that it's looking really yummy now. You might want to ask a mummy or daddy or an adult to help you because it's a bit stiff, isn't it, Pop? So I'm going to help her mix it in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to help Poppy mix up our mixture to make sure all of the flour and the sugar is all mixed together. And it's smelling really yummy. You don't like bananas, do you, Poppy?
No.
I do, and it's smelling delicious. So right now it looks pretty good. I'll show you what it looks like. You can see in there our mixture, we've got some nice lumpy bits of banana in there which will taste really yummy once it is cooked. So Pops, do you want to finish that off and mix it? So the next thing that we're going to do is once our mixture is ready and we've mixed it all together, we're going to put it in our tin. So we've got our tin here. I'm going to lay it down and Poppy's going to pour it in our tin. Okay, so Poppy is going to try and pour this mix into the bowl. That's it, well done. Keep going. Is it heavy?
No.
We're going to get it all in there. And then I'll help her get the last few bits out of the bowl. Okay, I'm just going to help Poppy put the last bits of our mixture in the bowl. So I'm going to scrape the bowl and get all of it in the tin. That looks really good. So now it's all in our tin. We have finished and we're ready to put it in the oven. So we have used all of our instructions to know what we do first, what we do next, what comes after, until we have made our banana bread. So I'm going to put this in the oven now, and it's going to stay in there for about 50 minutes or nearly an hour, and I will show you how we check it's done. So I'm just going to put this in the oven, and we have to be very careful. Make sure you ask an adult to help you with the oven because it is really hot. So Poppy's not going to touch the oven. I'm going to do this part. Okay, so now it is in the oven. We are going to wait 50 minutes. Okay, so now our banana bread has come out of the oven and it is looking delicious. Got to be very careful because it's still really hot, but Poppy is going to check that it's cooked all the way through. So she's got a knife. Don't touch it, Pops, that's it. Put it in, and when you take the knife out, you can have a look on the knife, and is it dry?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means that it is cooked, so it is all nice and dry in the middle. So we are ready to eat it. Okay, so I really hope you've enjoyed watching us make our banana bread and using our instructions, and you might even want to change the recipe a little bit. You might want to put some chocolate bits in there, you might want to put some blueberries in there, which might be really yummy. And if you make this banana bread at home, I would love to see a picture of all of your banana bread, so you can send them to us and I'll show them to Poppy so we can see how nice yours are. So I hope you all have a lovely week and we'll see you soon.
Bye.